Today we're going out to collect the eggs. See what's going on out there today. Let's go get the girls. Come on, let's do the girls. Bear, he loves. All you have to do is tell him you got to do the girls, and off he goes. Barney just follows along. He's been visiting for 10 days. He really loves it out here. He loves the chickens. He loves to eat their poop, but hasn't seemed to bother him for a couple years. So every time you try to tell him to stop, he just eats more. These guys just go at it constantly. So we got another couple inches of snow last night. Uh-oh, somebody got hit. Had a couple inches of snow last night. And we'll see how the girls made out. Here they are. And there's Mama. Everybody asks, you know, do you have nesting boxes and stuff like that? And I've tried nesting boxes, but they don't seem to enjoy it as much as sitting up here. And this one, who we call affectionately my mother-in-law, because she is the one that's in charge, and she has decided that it's her job to sit on the eggs to keep them warm. And she's very friendly for the most part. Actually, she is very friendly. Oh yeah. Are you talking to me? What are you telling me? That you have eggs underneath you? Even though it's in the single digits out, if you have a hen that'll sit on the eggs, believe me, they will never freeze. It's like a mini oven underneath them. So let's check out what surprises we have. She gets a little nasty, but she lets me go underneath her, and I'm just going to pick her up out of the way for a second. And this is what we have. These are our eggs that they have produced overnight. Let's count them. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. Now for 19 chickens, to get 17 eggs in the middle of the winter is pretty remarkable. But I do provide them with some artificial light. Some people disagree with that, but it seems to work for these guys. And I also feed them a little extra grain to help them keep warm. And even in these cold temperatures, they don't need any heat to keep them warm. There's a couple of things that have amazed me about these. We've had chickens for a long, long time. Is how warm they are and how much water they drink. And right now they're telling me that they need some water. I think that's a 3.5 gallon water. It's an electric water. It keeps the water from not freezing, keeps it warm. And they will go through pretty much 2 to 3 gallons a day. I mean, they drink a lot of water in the wintertime. Yesterday, I cleaned out the chicken coop of all the old hay and manure and put in a new bale of straw. And normally I spread it out myself, but I've noticed that they enjoy picking apart a bale and doing with it what they want. So I just placed it back there where the white one is. Yesterday I just cut the strings on it, and when I came out this morning, they have successfully spread the hay or the straw all over the chicken coop. They love foraging through it, looking for any seeds or anything that has dropped into them. and I put straw up on this shelf. Oh, there she goes. She's either gonna sit on them and keep them warm, or she's got some business to do. Most of them are pretty friendly. Actually, they're all pretty friendly. Next month, I'm gonna order some new chicks to keep my production at a steady level, because we sell our eggs. And I think I'm going to get all one breed so that I can keep track of how old they are. So if I have 25 Rhode Island Reds and I buy them in February, I know that that's that group and how old they are. With this group, I have a combination of the white sex-link chickens, which are these. I have some red comets and some Isa Browns, which they have another name called Hubbard chickens, ironically. I have one Buff Orpington that's right there, and I have one Rhode Island Red, who I mentioned earlier is the one that sits on the eggs. And they seem to produce a lot of eggs, and they seem to be an easy chicken to take care of, but I really haven't found any chickens that are hard to take care of. Basically, I get the chickens that produce anywhere from 250 to 275 eggs a year. Buff Orpingtons are a little less, but the red comets, the Rhode Island Reds, and the sex links, they just spit them out like candy. So they don't go out during the winter time. I do them a favor and I clear a nice area out front for them, but if there's snow on the ground, I can't even entice them out there with food. So I have everything on my light is on a timer, and it comes on around 4:30 in the morning, and it goes off around 8 o'clock. I need to set that back a little bit because our days are getting brighter a little earlier. When I come out at night to feed them again, they seem to enjoy the little extra daylight. That's hooked up to my electric water heater, and the light usually goes off around 8 o'clock at night, so I try to give them 12 to 14 hours of light a day, and they're fine with it. You'll hear people say that they don't like to give them artificial light and such, but I always have, and they always seem to do well with it. They don't pester each other, they don't really pick on each other. They perch back here at night, head to tail all the way down, and if you stick your hand in between them, the warmth is incredible how warm they keep themselves during the winter time. So here's our eggs for the day. I believe I counted 17, and that's normally what I get. Some days I'll get 18, some days I get 15, but normally I average around 17 eggs a day. And it's nice that the new straw keeps them all clean. There's no manure on them, or they don't get dirty, so they're easy to pick up, they're easy to clean, and I do not wash my eggs before I sell them, and I make sure that my customers know that they haven't been washed. The reason I don't wash them is because they will last longer, and I don't refrigerate our eggs either. As long as you don't wash them, you don't have to refrigerate them. When they come out, they have a coating on them. It's called a bloom, and that seals the egg from any air penetrating the shell or the egg, which some people say will spoil them. So I do not wash them before I sell them. I let the people wash them who get them. I mean, if there's some really dirty eggs, I will wash them, but I will keep those for ourselves. So, and they will last a long time without being refrigerated as long as you don't wash them. I like this new coop setup that we built this past summer. It's easily expandable. It's 8 by 8. You can just keep expanding to make it as big as you want. These chickens have way more than enough room for what they need, but I'm going to be adding to the flock come February, and I do have plans for some goats at some point, and we can expand again. But this is something that I really enjoy. It gets me out. It gives me something to do, and I like the responsibility. It's a great hobby. You sell the eggs. Basically, I sell the eggs to supply the feed and the straw. And that's basically it. Right now I sell probably 25 to 30 dozen eggs a month, and that will pick up in the summertime. I've cut it down in the wintertime because people, when it's wintry, don't like to get out in the cold and snow like we have today, and we're supposed to get another round of snow and sub-zero temperatures this coming week. So if that doesn't happen, as far as selling it goes, I'll contact our food pantry here and see if they will accept them, and they'll be put to good use. So this was today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. And we will continue to post on our progress.